We are live, and I'm here by my lonesome, and I don't have it on the right. Um, Hold on, let me do this real quick, get a preview of everything. So, I want to say that there is a lot going on in the world right now. I want to acknowledge that. And we stand with Minnesota. And with that being said, we are going to get started with. And I'm so excited because we have the one and only Michael Dean joining us.
Hey, what's up?
What is up?
Trying to catch the last buzzer for last lick.
No, I'm so happy that you're here. You were so missed last week.
Oh, thank you.
How was your week?
Being here. Week was good, just more 10-year-old homework I'm trying to wrestle with at 56 and keeping it together, you dig? But we're going to figure it out.
I hear you. And I love your shirt. I see Mr. Billy Sparks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This is a business. You feel me?
This is a business.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good now that you're here. And first in the chat is the Boombox Guru. We got Andre Staley. What up, though? We gotta stop the presses for Cassandra. So there is a lot going on in the world that we need to pray for, especially with so many at war. Cassandra got her celebration tickets. Still haggling over the 50-cent discount, but all good. We're going to talk about that later. We're going to leave the salon for the end instead of starting it off because I'm sure that's going to be a long conversation. And we got Anna B in the chat. Oh my goodness, it's not happened before. And I love this. Anna B says that Cassandra deserves an honorable discount. Attending 6 out of the 7 Prince celebrations is a investment. Indeed.
They didn't give out. I guess they didn't. Is there something? Well, I guess we'll talk about it later. Something about the virtual punch cards are not punching.
No, it's more about the discount than the punching. And then we got Baby Love. Yes, I love this. Good morning, Prince Rogers Nelson fans. I hope everyone had a blessed week. God bless everyone. To God be the glory. We got Drea Dances in the house on this last day of Black History Month. I wish y'all love, peace, and soul. We'll be listening in while I'm working today. We love that. Good morning, Jamal from Austin, Texas. Thank you. Remember to hit that like button, beautiful people. So as you come on in, hit those like buttons and pray to the algorithm gods that do not favor us. Well, I would say me. I know Mike D was like, don't put me in this. So we got Nick Felden.
They don't favor me either. Shit.
Okay.
I want favor, Lord.
Yes. And we got Nick Felden from Denver. Okay, February the 22nd, Kiss Chart debut was at number 52 on the Hot 100 Singles chart. Thank you for that. And we got Taosophy. What's up, Purple Pod Day? Is today officially podcast day? Because you might know something I don't know, Taosophy. I see what you did there. And we got Christina Schlosser here. We got Ron Kayla. We got LTKK. I love this. Thank you for choosing the WDPDTW experience. You are now a member of the the next power generation. Welcome to the dawn. And we got Lisa Williams from H-Town. We got Duke Swan. We got EA 8133 from San Francisco. It is all about that girl power. Oh, thank you so much for listening to the interview I did with Wind Doves podcast. I guess, that was, I think the second part of that, because we talked so long, is dropping tomorrow. I think that's what he told me. And I was
about to say, you want Vlad or something? Like what?
Oh, no.
That would be hilarious.
No, I don't want to be. No, that would be. I'm too square, Michael D, to be honest. I am just too square. We got RT.
D'Angelo and the Art of Dialogue. Anyway, sorry.
No, I was not made for that podcast. We got Man Ray 10 and we got Purple Cat Confetti. I love Madhouse. People in the Purple House. That's what I'm talking about. EP Libra. We got my little brother Blade Brown. We got Arlene Oak. Hello from freezing cold Canada. There is indeed a lot going on in the world, but happy to be here. We are happy to be here. And yes, I'm not the only person who's very grateful that Michael Dean is back with us in the building like Morris Day in 86.
What was 86 Morris Day? Like
I don't know. I'm losing it. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay, school us RTL 49 because I don't know. And we got 71. Yeah. Oh, that's mighty low. Okay. And then we got Mooches. Thank you for Vanity. We got Raywin. We got Laura. Hi, Laura. It's nice to see you. I haven't heard from you for a while. I can't talk. I hope you're well. From
who Laura? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
So you know who she looks like real quick, and this is a good thing. She kind of looks like she's giving me Kim Basinger for a second.
Oh, wow. You know okay, that's high praise.
Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale, okay. And we got Real Line of DJ with Jody Watley Avatar.
That's who I want to interview, Jody Watley.
Yeah, that would be I think you can do that. Let's make that happen. We're going to put that into the podcast.
I'm looking for. We're supposed to stay on track.
It's okay. We can actually go crazy because we only have 2 dates to read this week. It's kind of crazy, but it's not going to be like that next week. So we can just be all loose and just we can ignore our timekeeper, but we don't want to ignore our timekeeper. Like history every day. That's right. We got Vanessa, who's on the West Coast now.
Vanessa, what's up?
Yes, I love this. Kim is reminding us salon. It's salon time. See,
you're right, Kim.
I'm listening. I'm listening. And we got Baby Love again. We got Raywin. I like
what up, Raywin?
We all love the Billy Sparks shirt. That's right.
Salute to Billy.
Yes, I love this philosophy. If more of us dealt with what was inside, there would be no war outside. Love that. And we got Sister Charles from H-Town. We got D68A. Thoughts from Minneapolis and too many more things started because of their half-baked mistakes. We get ice cream, no cake.
Okay, I'm just catching up with that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. We got Blue Misty, and I love this. Raymond celebrates Black history by listening to Prince music and watching his movies. We got Cynic. Thank you for being here. We got Edgar. Oh my God, I love what you sent me. I think I pressed that. I think I pressed the send button. Michael Dean, I'm getting really bad with emailing people and not sending, like hitting send. And it's just like,
sitting in the box.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but that's been happening a lot lately. We got Audrey from the ATL. We got El Michelle. How did those VIP celebration tickets sell out in 7 minutes? No mention of the lineup. We're going to talk about that later because Salon doesn't want us to be saloning right now. So, and let's see. I love this. I'm here for you. That's right, Deborah. And let's see.
You already know. You know.
And then we got Karan here and Corporate World. Wasn't I don't know.
I think that was 80s. Well,
I don't know.
That couldn't have been 86. That was more like a 90s thing, I want to say. Early 90s, maybe?
Yeah.
Graffiti Bridge, right before Graffiti Bridge. It might have been late 80s. Anyway. But, so you're trying to say I'm on some corporate man? Stop it. That's not. Don't tie me to that one. Come on.
All right. And so did you know that Morris Day's mom passed? I didn't, because I'm not on the socials these days. So
I think I did see something like that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace
to their family.
Yes, for sure. And we got Carol Brooks. We're going to talk about that later. And Laura says, "Oh my God, I love Michael Dean."
Thank you, Laura. We love you too.
Yes. And we got JD Washington in the house. And let's see. All right.
Oh man, thank you.
Yes. Love
Big Sexy.
regarding Black fathers, enlightening and inspiring. And we got a second to interviewing Jody Watley. Yes. And Patrick's has a request. Still waiting for a Sunny T interview, Michael Dean.
Still waiting. Waiting for that interview to go down.
We hope it does. That would be an amazing interview for sure. And okay, Morris posted it on his Instagram. Thank you so much for that, LTKK. So I don't know where to go. All right, so let's get finished with our housekeeping. This is week 9 of week 9 of 1986 of What Did Prince Do This Week. And it is a very slow read of Duane Tudahl's Prince Studio Sessions book series, as well as a Saturday salon echoing the spirit of the Harlem Renaissance. We're going week to week, not date to date. Today, we are reading Thursday, February 27th, 1986. For those of you who want to get your books ready, Thursday, February 27th. I feel like I'm doing bingo. And then Friday.
Is that how they sound at the bingo? That's the one thing I have not yet to do yet, is to go to the casino. I'm going to play my bingo.
Yeah. Well, I've never been to a casino with the bingo. I've always been like church functions or something where they do I don't know why, but they do bingo sometimes at church. At least in Alabama. Okay. Yes, exactly. And you do not need the paperback version.
Rise.
Yes. So this is what we're reading. For those of you who may not know, we are actually reading a book. That's right.
Duane is somewhere typing, working on the third one. If you just have that in your mind, like this dude somewhere is at home plugging away, man, on the 3rd edition, and he's like knee deep in it, and I love that.
Yeah, so and it takes time. It takes time, and we so appreciate it. Yes, I got a second church bingo. That's right. Oh, I didn't know that Catholics are very into bingo. Okay, that's good.
All that gambling in church.
All right. Let's see. Okay. All right.
Is that Theo that just jumped in? Yeah.
Yeah.
His name on this, or maybe I'm late.
No, it's been House of Theo.
It's always. Oh, my bad. What's up, sir? What up?
Yes. Welcome, Theo. All right, and let me go back to our deck here. So these will be archived at Polished Solid as well as at M. Dean. But if you don't mind liking, it would really help us, with the algorithms. We really appreciate it. And then obviously you should subscribe if you want to keep up with everything that's going on both channels.
And I got one assignment for everybody in the room right now.
Oh, hold on. Let me spotlight you. Oh,
you can please like it, but do us a favor. Let's do something different. Take this episode, whenever, go ahead and share that on whatever social media platform you want to do it on. Share it so maybe the other Prince fans that don't know, hey, we got something going on every Saturday, and it's just Prince fans, and we talking, having a good time. So yeah, share this out there with all of your friends and family. Okay. dear Chat Estate. How about that?
I love that. All right, we're welcoming Mr.
He came in dark. He definitely on Black History Month. He's blacker than black.
I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black. And I'm black, y'all.
You didn't break into Paisley Park. You're not broadcasting out of Paisley, are you? You snuck into the studio.
On the low.
Studio B.
You never know.
Oh, thank you, Duke Swan. I forgot to turn on the chat because I had to manually turn it on. Thank you so much. So I love your new name, Ted. Arms of a TED Talk Space.
Listen, I just needed to. Just got to come in here with a little tongue in cheek. You know how we do.
We know. I love though, like your visuals right now. Like I'm really bad with my Italian, but there is an art term called chiaroscuro, where it's about really dark darks, and you look like a painting. So I love that.
You look like outtake from the classic Death Row pictures, where they have the black. There you go. Put his neck to Suge. Suge's nephew. What's up, Ted?
Oh my God. Yes.
It's good to see y'all, man.
Likewise.
Well.
Likewise. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought you were Celie because Celie is supposed to be joining us. And thank you, Duke Swan, but no apostrophe. No, I'm gonna get some t-shirts made that says no apostrophe.
That would be dope, actually.
Yes.
That'd be
That would be. And then we have hello, Ted. All right, let's get through the housekeeping so that Kim won't like start wagging a finger at us. This is our hashtag, and if you want to get in touch with us, you should know the acronym by now. WDPDTW. What did Prince do this week? Why do people dance this weird? And I'm sure Theo is going to put a new one in the chat for us. And let's remember, the estate of Prince Rogers Nelson is not affiliated, associated, or connected with the What Did Prince Do This Week book club series. This is an independent endeavor. And even more than that, community guidelines. We choose to be a community even when we disagree. And that's one of the reasons why I love this space, even though sometimes we disagree, it's all out of love. And at the top of the hour, because this is week 9 of 1986, we played Madhouse 9 from Madhouse 16. We're starting the new record. The second, I need to change that. I didn't change it. Madhouse 16. And you can see, I want to take a little bit of time on this because I think this is interesting. First of all, as we know, Madhouse 8 is pretty much just Prince and Eric Leeds. But on Madhouse 16, we have more players. But on 9, there are not more players. It's still just Prince and Eric Leeds. So keep that in mind, even though there are some other players. But I want to read this from Prince Vault, and we love Prince Vault. All praise to Prince Vault. I go there, more than I open my phone. Okay, so it says, confusingly, the track 6.5, recorded on October 8, 1986, was originally recorded as 9. Logically following the last recorded Madhouse track 8. When that was chosen to serve as a B-side for the single 6, it was dubbed 6.5. And Prince, possibly with Eric Leeds, at that point recorded another song titled 9, but that remains unreleased and is different from this song from March 1987. So there's a lot of 9s out there that I want to hear. So even more reason for a Madhouse box set, because there's a lot of information out there that we need to know.
It's interesting. I didn't know it. He was sort of sampling or playing other sort of compositions within the song too. I didn't. My musical knowledge, I guess I don't know the songs he's referencing. Not at all.
Oh yes, I definitely knew about The Sound of Music, even though I haven't seen the film, and I know that's probably blasphemous for some people. But you
I ain't seen it either. So.
And actually going back to that, Michael Dean, because there's actually a lot more. So it says it contains interpolations of Euphemia Allen's 1877 piano composition, Chopsticks. Yes, I can never say that name because I didn't take French classes. I took Spanish, so I know I'm not even going to try it. Richard Rogers and Oscar Hammerstein's composition, The Sound Music, as well as opening with sequential circuits, prop versus film music, patch 69, preset synth previously used on You Got the Look, Make Your Mama Happy 8, and the Cocoa Boys.
Now that I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the patch name was, but I knew. Yo, that was the song. That was on the. Oh, this is the same shit. That part I knew. The sound. I knew the sound of that music. I just didn't know.
Yes. All right. Let's see. And let's go back to, we are now, again, week 9 of What Did Prince Do This Week? And I saw where, let's see, Kim posted, why do people doubt this work? Ooh,
Kim?
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Say that.
Yes. And Baby Love says that The Sound of Music is a good movie. And let's see.
I look at Kim differently now.
Oh my goodness. I've maybe seen The Sound of Music once all the way through. I know the music, however, and I like the Supremes cover of My Favorite Things. I love Andre 3000's cover of My Favorite Things, but that's just me. All right. Let's see. Oh, I love this. Tal Safi said that's news to a synth head like me. So someone appreciates that. And then Edgar is saying that patch was also used as the Madhouse show opener back in 87. I love our community because our community be knowing stuff. So
yeah, I love that.
I want to say that Edgar has the best profile image.
Yes.
That is fire.
That is pretty badass.
Yeah, it's
fire. Yeah.
But Edgar is an amazing designer. I just so you know. So that's why. Let's see. Oh, and Theo is saying better than anything I could have come up with this morning. Did you have a late night, Theo? Like, what's going on? Because I thought you were gonna come through for me, but that's all right. Kim came through. Let's see.
Wow.
All right.
Is that how you be doing your students?
Yes, that is how I do. I've gotten a little softer, Michael Dean, when I was.
No, that was actually real pimpish the way you did that. You know, you kind of bringing up one by downgrading, pitting against each other to motivate. I was like, man, what?
No, I didn't see it.
Nasty word.
But I guess I need to stop because I don't want anyone to feel that way because that was not my intent. That was not my intent.
And it just naturally roll off your tongue. Too, like, damn. I know her husband's like, oh.
No.
I know.
Okay, so Michael, I'm going to say one thing. So I come from the school. Of high expectations. And I get that because I went to Prince's school. If you're a child of Prince, you have high expectations. I'm sorry.
I feel you. I'd say I blame Joe and Francis.
Y'all are saucy today. Y'all are more saucy than usual today. I'm usually the one, and I feel like, you know, I feel like shit. I'm just stay.
I'm trying to catch up, man. I'm out.
Thank you, Theo. So at least Theo understood. I was coming from a place of love. I wasn't trying to be mean, and that's the thing. Okay, I'm going to stop, and then we're going to continue. I like a lot of times I find that people think I'm being mean when I'm really not being mean. I just really have high standards sometimes. That's all.
Yeah, and to be clear, I'm just joking. You don't come off as mean.
Okay.
Far from that, please.
All right. Okay. Awesome. And let's see. What did Edgar say? It is a Bowie tribute. Okay. Yes, of course. Everybody should know that's a Bowie tribute. But we may not have Bowie fans in the house. All right. Okay. Now we're about to get started because we got
Avengers Assemble.
Lee in the house. See, Lee, we've been bad. We just
see Lee. Bro, they on fire this morning. You better be on your P's and your Q's up in here today, sir.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm just letting y'all know I've been up since 5 a.m. So whatever it is, I got up at 5. I did yard work from 5:30 to 8.
Wow.
I had a workshop from 9 to 11. I got y'all until 2. I got another workshop at 2. And then I got to go watch my grandson be an escort at the Beauty and Bow at 4. So I guess I'm ready for whatever today. But I'm here because I got to be here.
Man, he came in hot, working it like a job for real. You see, he got up this morning and did yard work.
So,
woo.
Look at it. It was the first of the year. So, it's, that ugly spring yard. I just couldn't take it no more. I usually do yard work on Thursday morning. I still get up at 5 on Thursday, but do the yard work. But that first of the spring, you got to knock that first of the spring out, but you can start doing it once a week on Thursday. But anyway, I'm ready to talk purple today.
Hey man, youngins, keep game. We putting in work.
I love this comment from El Debarra. C. Lee can't see shit.
Ted's on that super, what they call it, aura now?
That's what the kids say. The kids say aura farming.
Aura farming.
Ted, now they mentioned it. Ted looked like every promo from the Batman era. Like
Hilarious.
like it's every Batman.
He's on his Arms of
promo.
Orion.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
He
Not
got that
even on
Arms of
purpose.
Orion filter on and shit.
Not even on purpose.
What y'all all hot about this? What I done stepped into? What y'all been all hot about? What I done walked
man.
into?
They got spiked coffee, dog.
There you
I
go.
mean, I came in here all studious and stuff. I'm ready to go to work, teacher. I got my glasses on and everything.
Hey,
teacher.
man, we're on that purple drink, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because Celie, I have high standards, and it was because Kim had this amazing acronym. Why do people doubt this work for this week? Which I thought was amazing, and I had asked Theo to come up with one, but he didn't, and I made a comment, and then it spiraled out from there. So yes. Okay, I wanted to really quickly before I forget. I saw Chris said, I saw you reading poetry on Thursday in an exhibit at the Wexner Center for the Arts on Ohio State's campus. Great work. Do you know about this, Celie?
No, I don't, but it won't be the first time that my work has been somewhere and I ain't know anything about it. So, Brother Bernay, can you elaborate on what it was? And this gonna trip out Brother Dean because he know I'm like the least hip hop person on the planet. But when Jam Master Jay died, I wrote a poem, and the poem was actually for Chuck D, because if you remember, Chuck D did the interview on CNN and he was openly weeping. And to me, that was moving to see a man who is like the epitome of masculinity to like openly weep. So I wrote a poem for him, and then I wrote another poem called Yes, Tupac, because remember Tupac's song, Is There a Heaven for a Gangster? So I wrote those two poems, didn't think anything about it. They were published somewhere. And I don't know if you remember this guy, hip hop guy used to have what called Davy D. Y'all remember that, brother?
Yeah, out of San Francisco, I believe.
Somebody, I started getting all these emails, and the brother had posted both of my poems. And it was like, I didn't know anything, and I wasn't upset anything about it. So for installation about Park Station 2. Oh yeah, so yes, I'm reading a poem. That's part of the so everybody know that Kent State and Jackson State, there was a shooting at Kent State and Jackson State the same week in 1970. Students were killed at Kent State, but the students that were killed at Jackson State the same week never got the same amount of publication. And so I'm in another documentary where they're discussing the Vietnam War and Kent State and Jackson State and the shooting that went on. And I'll just say this for the end. While the shootings happened the same week, the Kent State shooting was more about Vietnam. The Jackson State shooting was more about straight up civil rights. So I know a lot of people try to lump them together. So yeah, Brother Brunei, thank you for that, man. But yeah, that's what it's about. I'm in, because my father actually served in Vietnam and was a student, Brother Dean, Brother Ted, was a student at Jackson State the night the shooting happened. So my father said he came from Vietnam to get shot at Jackson State. So yeah, thank you for that. I'm glad to know that that's out there, Brother Brother Brunei.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll shut up now.
I know he probably was tripping when he saw you too. Like, oh shit, I see him on Saturdays on the what did Prince do what?
So and just so say, brother, we don't have to prolong it, but Brother Brunei, if you just put in the chat, did you like it? Was it what okay, so thank clarifying it was Jackson State. Yeah, so about teenagers at the time. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, cool.
And I think this is fantastic. LTKK says, I never even heard of the Jackson State shooting until literally right now.
Same.
So, yeah, that's really why you are so important being here. It's really great, Celie.
I'll say one last thing about that. If you guys subscribe to the newsletter, every May we do a memoriam in Jackson State every May. And the cool thing about it is, in my memoriam, I put links to art that was created around the Jackson State shooting. And this is gonna blow three of y'all mind. I think Prof. Duff may know this because she's on newsletter. This may blow y'all mind. You would expect somebody like oh man, why am I going blank? What's my man? The Revolution won't be telling Gil Scott-Heron. So Gil Scott-Heron discussed it. But believe it or not, y'all, the Beach Boys have a song about the shooting at Jackson State. Yeah, that blew my mind when I found out that the Beach Boys. So yeah, so when it comes around in May, I have the links and you can find art about the shooting at Jackson State. All right, I'll shut up because I know y'all was rocking and rolling when I got here.
Hey, Seeley, real quick. You and I are too close to each other to not drive. So let's I'm gonna come see you. We're gonna do lunch.
Pull up.
Definitely. We're gonna do it.
We too close. Way too close.
We are. And especially when I used to spend a lot of time in New Orleans, and my wife has been on me for not spending. My mentor, one of my mentors who was based in New Orleans, passed, and I haven't been back since. But I need to. So yes, the answer is yes, and we're gonna do that soon.
Let's do it.
And we want like photos.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and so I just want everyone to know, again, remember, this is a community of love, and I just figured out something that I could do. So I apologize for some of the comments.
Somebody got banned. What happened?
Yes, because they're making negative comments.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah. So we just want to respect the community. It's all about love, and we joke with one another, but no negativity. We don't do that here. All right.
It's more hard to love than it is to hate. It's more hard to love than it is. It's game. There you go.
Yeah.
So you just got escaped, whoever you was.
Yeah, sexy.
Yeah. Face down.
Oh my God. And we want to welcome Mystic. Thank you for being here. We got, let's see, Downtown Trash. Hello. And let's see. I love this.
Hell of a name.
Unplugged, kicked out. All right. Yeah, we want all of our community members to feel safe and loved because you are. So I just want to glad I know I can do that because I know
Kim is like.
Right.
Okay, here we go. All right, this is the last week of February in 1986, and as you can see, something was going on in the other book because I don't know what's going on from 20, and I don't have my dates right, so you have to ignore all those dates. But like,
this is like more fancy calendar. Or am I just not noticing? Now noticing?
Oh, no, look, she leveled up for 2026. She leveled up, player.
Okay, the colors.
Yeah, she's been bringing the 5 heat on the graphics.
Yeah, but I think
she's a graphic designer now.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
All right, I'm going to turn off the chat for just a hot second, just so you can see. And we're only talking about Thursday and Friday today. And the reason why it's like magenta is because it's all about Jill Jones, the album. And so on Thursday, there were overdubs and mixing for For Love, which we're going to read about. And then there's also mixing on Friday for For Love, as well as editing and mixes for Living Dolls. So I am going to put that back on. And yes, love for one another. That's what we're all about.
And yeah, I don't know if you put it on. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, absolutely. Jesse Jackson.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Salute.
I am somebody.
That's right.
That's
and
right.
I'll just say, if you guys
brothers and sisters, it's all through our man. I grew up hearing his voice. I didn't even know that was him, but it meant something to me.
Amen. And I would say that if you guys wasn't on the newsletter, I talked about I got to see Jesse Jackson right up front during his 1988 campaign run. He came and spoke at Jackson State. And my work study job at the time, I was in the electrician department. So my job was wiring the stage. Now, to be honest, Brother Ted and Brother Dean, when I say wiring the stage, I was taping down the wires. I want to be real clear. I wasn't actually doing the electronics. My job wasn't I wasn't really wiring.
I'm about to say, this nigga's an electrician?
No. Look here. You're not
put the tape down over there. Over there, nigga.
There you go. Look here. You know the work study job, you go big, say, hey man, I'm trying to get in school. Do you know the electrician work? No, but I can sweep and mop. You just tape down the wires. You tape down the wires. So my job
bless his heart.
was to make sure that Jesse Jackson didn't trip over the wires. And I will say this about that. That's the second time I learned how powerful language was. Jesse Jackson, that's right, I was the chord controller. Jesse Jackson was so powerful that night that if he would have bagged a truck full of machine guns up to the campus and said, let's go take the damn country, at 18 years old, y'all,
was ready to do it.
I would have. And that is the night I became thankful that Jesse Jackson was a man of peace. And that was the second night I learned that language was powerful. All right, that's it.
Interesting. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's get into our reading. Who wants to read our first reading of the day? Thursday, February 27th.
What page we on?
Well, it's gonna be different for your book, but it's around 315 in the New Testament.
In the New Testament.
New Testament.
Listen, I'm actually going to volunteer, and I'm
There
going to
you
tell you why. Because I was already turned there.
Okay, let's do it.
Ooh.
Let the
Excellent.
church turn to the book. Thursday.
Take your time, preacher.
February 27th. Keep me up. All right. We starting after the quote, or we starting with the quote?
Oh, we're starting with the date.
Sorry.
We're reading all of it.
We do things different at this church.
Sorry, Pastor. First giving my honor. Anyway.
We better stop playing.
This is a lively bunch today. Oh my goodness.
Lord.
Thursday, February 27th, 1986. For Love, previously listed as For Love. Overdub and mix, Sunset Sound, Studio 3, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Booked lockout. Producer Prince, artist Joe Jones, engineer Coke Johnson. Mixing with Prince was awesome. He knew how he wanted it to sound. Coke Johnson. Generally, Prince mixed the track at the end of the night and listened to a cassette of the show in his car. If he wasn't happy with the mix, he'd get rid of the tape by throwing it into his back seat, according to legend, out the window, or according to legend, out the window of his car. He'd often work on a new mix the following day, but on occasion, Prince would let something sit for months and then get the tape out of storage, listen again, and decide to update it as needed. For this session, Prince asked to begin at 6:30 p.m., but he didn't arrive until 11, which gave Johnson several hours to get the room ready for the mix. Once Prince previewed For Love, he decided to overdub elements of the song and create a new mix. 8 hours were spent tweaking the song, and at the end of the session, 2 C60 cassettes were made. But once again, Prince would be unhappy, womp womp, with the results and would decide to continue working on it when he returned to Sunset Sound a few hours later.
Beautiful. One thing I was thinking.
Let the church say, let the congregation add it. Never mind. Let me shut up.
Go ahead, Michael.
May there be a blessing to the readers and the hearers and the doers of this word.
Amen.
Amen. No, I was just saying it's always fascinating to me that that Prince, among all the stuff that he is doing, I marvel the fact that he is cataloging and monitoring all of this stuff in his head, while he's doing the rehearsals and all this other stuff. But he is keeping all these songs in his mind that he recorded, and like, okay, I think I'm ready to reference and go back to that one. Bring me that one track, and all at the same time while he is constantly recording new songs. I always find that type of mind, and he's an artist, is fascinating because he's not only just being creative, but he's also like editing himself mentally and keeping track of all of that. And that's just got to be a lot on the brain that he's able to expertly do all that at the same time, like I said, dealing with band members and record label stuff, how he looks and managing all that. And nothing to say of, nothing to say of, the personal relationships that he's got with people that he's juggling and trying to keep track of who's coming this time. So it's just fascinating that he has this music all in his head and he's able to just keep it all going. I wonder if there was a point where he's kind of stopped doing that, or because sometimes when you get older, you just like, you start to kind of forget things. But it's fascinating that obviously he's very young at this point, so he's just in the midst of the brain just really firing on all cylinders. So that's all I want to say.
So I'm glad that you mentioned that
Y'all gonna
because
stop messing with me. Y'all gonna stop messing with me. Y'all are cold blooded today, boy. Cold blooded.
oh my God. So, Michael, I'm glad that you brought up that point because I always thought it was very interesting how Prince could recall not only like all the songs that he wrote, but also the different versions. Because,
Yeah.
you know, like sometimes he would go back to a song. So, like, whoever he was talking to, let's say he was talking to Susan Rogers, go get X and X out, you know, of the vault or whatever. I mean, it's pretty incredible. I will say though, to your latter comment, I was shocked. Was it during the Welcome to America tour where
lyrics?
Prince, yeah, he had the lyrics.
Yeah.
But I understood why. I would have needed them like wave sooner than he did.
Right. Shit, back on the 1999 tour, I would have needed that. Like, how do I keep all these strong songs?
Hey,
and then know the time songs and vanity songs and all these other.
I can't be the only person who would like watch a performance and watch him like goof on his own lyrics, but like expertly get out. Like the first example that comes is the Batman, the electric chair performance on SNL, which that must have been like Prince's most amazing hair day. I mean, like ever. I'm like, man, I want that. We all want that. Everybody wants that.
Everybody wants that hair. For sure.
No, but I so to that point, as somebody like me who I never memorized any of my poems, so I'm not one of those like professional performers. Like if I'm giving a reading, I'm giving a reading. I've never tried to memorize one poem I've ever written, so I'm with y'all about that. And the other thing, Coke, I wanted something about Coke Johnson because I always wondered about the time is scheduled for one thing. Prince doesn't show up for 2 or 3 hours later, and I always wonder why they just sitting around. But the fact that they talk about, well, for Coke that wasn't an issue because it gave him a chance to do some things. And so for somebody like me who is not as informed about the studio like you three are, and then other people in the chat, that was really interesting for me to hear that. Oh, so that extra time sometimes it wasn't just you're bored and sitting around doing nothing. It gave them a chance to get caught up as they were probably always running behind trying to catch up with Prince. So that's it.
Yeah. So again, I want to just say that we are here for positivity. Yes. We hope that you have your plus sign today. We wish you love and peace. And we hope that you find, whatever you need. But we are here not for negativity, only positivity.
You block somebody else?
No, I think there is still, I think they can still see it in the chat because I'm just blocking it from coming on the here.
Come on, let me listen. Come on, y'all. We not kids up in here. There's no reason to do. Who want clout? Somebody want clout in the chat or something? What's going on? Like, come on, man. This is our safe spot. We not. I don't even like say that, but
negative.
Relax. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We can see you though, so you just playing yourself. We're having a good time here. Let's keep that.
So, but also let me say this. I'm thinking. Remember, we talked about this. One of the negatives about growing your audience is that you get these kind of things. And so I don't think that's a regular. I don't think that's somebody that we all know and love. I think that may be somebody that's new.
No, they've been here before.
Oh, they've been here before? Never mind. Then I'll let me go. Right,
let me know who I got the jokes.
Okay.
I'll do a whole special.
Lord knows I got me some trolls. Let me tell you.
Okay. Never mind. I'll leave that alone though. So I just seconded in everything you two just said. I thought it was somebody new.
No, it's just not anyone new, but I do.
Somebody that been here. That's even worse. Come on.
That's worse. That's bad. Okay.
You looking sloppy. You're looking sloppy.
Yes. So let's continue with our second reading, and who's going to take that? It's going to be Friday, February 28th.
I do it since I was late. I guess let me break out my,
Sherlock Seeley.
There you go.
Sherlock McGinnis.
There you go. And I'm still tripping on the fact that if you flip this over, it's actually different sizes.
Lord.
Yes.
Hold on. Sorry. All right, there you go. Wait a minute. Oh, Lord.
Don't break it.
You all right? Well, you was up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I think 5 a.m. is finally
Yeah, you've been
catching
cutting
up.
grass. Shit. I forgot.
So Friday, February 28, 1986, For Love listed as For Love Mix, Living Doll edit as Mix, and Sunset Sound Studio 3, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. book blocked out. Producer Prince, artist Jill Jones, Prince crossed out, engineer Coke Johnson. This is a quote by Jill Jones. Excuse me. He had a weird thing. It was always power struggles and control to see if you would do what he said. And soon I just stopped answering. In those late hours, those morning hours, because it was just too much. I couldn't do it. It was one great way to get him off track, but he actually did not like that. He liked people kissing his ass. He likes it. And if you don't kiss it enough the way he wants, you're not around. End of quote. When Prince worked on the album, the tone was often discovered as the project materialized. But with Jill Jones' album, Prince seemed to be struggling and was going back several months and adding Living Doll, a track he recorded the previous spring. Quote, the only thing I didn't like was being a living doll, declared Jones. I tried to not take all those things and make them little translations of myself because they were songs that objectified certain things. It was the deeper songs like Violet Blue and other things that I thought had more meat to them, end quote. Living Doll was added, but within a few months, world events would make Prince reevaluate the use of the song on her album. Work continued on Living Doll and For Love, but by the end of this abbreviated shift, no decisions had been made about their use on the album. 2 C60 cassettes were created of the songs, and the following day, Prince would bring both songs back into the studio for additional attention. The album bounced around creatively, but David Z and Jill had a lot of latitude when it came to their sound, according to Jones. Quote, I think Prince also trusted me to go my way because once Miles Davis actually gave it the stamp of approval, we played it for him and it kind of was finished once Miles heard it, technically. Prince told me, Miles loves you. He just loves you. End of quote.
What song were they talking about that Miles was listening to?
I think the whole album.
I think the whole album, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember reading this the first time I read this. I think this is really fantastic that the Jill Jones album got a thumbs up from Miles Davis. Like, that's pretty incredible. I'm hoping that someone in the chat, or maybe C. Lee, because you know I'm not down with the lyrics, especially not for Living Doll, because I've never liked the song. But Duane wrote that Living Doll was added, but within a few months, world events would make Prince reevaluate the use of the song on her album. So do you know what lyrics
while y'all talk amongst yourself, I'm gonna just check it out just to see if it'll give me an idea, because it's been a minute since I've really listened to Doll. Living Doll was one of my, like, toward the end of what I liked about Jill. Mm-hmm. So I haven't really, so I'm gonna just check it out just to see if it'll give me a clue what was happening at the time. What
else was happening at 87? Was
that's what I was trying to think about.
The shuttle that was 87.
That's 86, wasn't it?
This is 86 though. We're in 86 and we're in February of 86 in the book. So Baby Love, just so you know, it's actually I didn't put it in the company playlist, or maybe I did. I think I did. If not, if you do your Googles, as Michael Dean says, you can find it. And if not, I'll make sure I put it in the company playlist. But it's one of those, it's kind of like, it has the vibe of a song like Bite the Beat, kind of, right. Just musically, it's kind of in that vein. It's a little slower than Bite the Beat though, but like, I don't want to hum it because it's gonna be probably bad, but I don't like the song musically, and I just didn't like the idea of a living doll. So I was just like, I don't need to figure out what he's talking about because I don't want to hear it. I do that sometimes when it comes to Prince songs. So, okay, Duke Swan says, I'm just discovering Living Doll and I like it.
Was that officially released or no?
No, it was never. No. And I love this quote from Theo. This pretty much sums how I feel about it. Returning Living Doll to the toy store, unsatisfied customer. That's right. So Ted, how about you? Have you listened to or heard Living Doll?
I'm not hip to that tune at all, but I can say that Violet Blue is probably one of my favorite tunes of that entire era.
Yes.
That entire era. Amazing song.
Yes, agree. I mean, that was the song when I first listened to the album that really stood out to me was Violet Blue. And but the one that I guess that is sort of my go-to now is All Day, All Night. Like if I gotta listen to Jill, like that's the first one that I want to listen to. But yeah, it's a really incredible album. If you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend that you do. If you go to Peace Biscuit, and I think it's Bisquuiet or something like that, or I'm probably messing up the spelling because they don't spell biscuit the right way. You can listen to the entire thing. And okay, so Blake Brown is saying that the last half of the song musically is fire. I probably need to listen to the whole song again because I just can't get through the first 30 seconds. I don't know.
You talking about Living Doll still?
Yeah, Living Doll. Yeah.
Yo, right there.
What
was the one you said about Theo recording? You recording the bass line for
that's right.
Man.
That's right. That's what dude, you don't understand though. That clip
probably blew your mind.
I was like, me and my partners, because we just had VHS, and we're all like, who can get the closest to whatever that was. You know what I mean? But I was gonna say the monologue in the beginning of All Day, All Night is just like I'm like, what did she say?
Yes.
Make love to others. Disgusting as it seems, it intoxicates me.
Yeah.
To the point where let me stop.
But the funny thing, that's Prince's get down. Like he's it's just like you gotta be a different type of brother.
And it's on some it's really lightweight on some like weird stalker type stuff. You know what I mean? But like in some way you can lightweight kind of let me get up out my business. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you know what it is? That's the kid. Like,
it's some weird voyeurism type stuff. You know what I mean?
See the kid from Purple Rain doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
I just going back to it. I have no idea what that could be because it's one of those songs where the only people who could be offended by Living Doll were people who weren't listening to it. But not what I'm saying. Yeah, there you go. No, but what I'm saying is that the whole point of the song is that this particular person wants to treat her like a living doll, but I'm so much more. And only people who know that are the ones who can get with me. So like, it's not, you see what I'm saying? It's like people want to treat me like I'm a living doll. Boys want to treat me like a living doll, but I'm looking for a boy who wants much more. So I'm thinking like, I would really like to know what particular, because there's nothing in it that made you go, ooh, or creepy or anything. It really is. And by the way, I realized why I didn't like you said, it sounded like a Vanity Six song that didn't make the cut. You said Bite the Beat. It's more of a song that makes you do this.
Yeah.
Right. So and we had heard enough of those like that.
How does it make you do? How does it make you do? I missed it. How does it make you do?
You know that dance.
Yeah, Carlton.
The American Bandstand dance.
It's like you're doing it in reverse. Your blackness is fighting it so hard. You keep like, God damn.
And what was sad is I really used to do that dance really well when I was 15, 16 years old.
Was that
age destroys everything. But somebody said I just do the Carlton. Yeah, exactly. Like so I don't know because it really is one of those songs. So I also find it interesting that Jill wouldn't have liked it because she's saying I'm more than a living. It's not I'm a living doll. She literally says I'm more than a living doll, and I want a guy that wants more. So it's gonna be interesting to see what that other thing would have been. So that's it.
Okay. Well, I will go back and re-listen to it, but I still don't like the music to it either. Right. It's like da 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 da. I don't like it. Yeah.
That new wave vibe had its you can take that in. I could take that in small doses. The
Mm.
new wave thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I like new wave.
I like new wave.
Yeah.
Like for me, it has a little bit. It's definitely new wave, but also a little rockabilly mash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? You know what now? Now you asked me to do a video, and I haven't gotten around to it just yet about comparing and contrasting these funk guitar styles. But
Mhm.
I'm glad you mentioned rockabilly, because there is a whole slew of the Jack You Off, Delirious. What's another one? Like that Prince
Horny
released.
Toes.
Horny Toad. That's it. That have that real rockabilly kind of feel to them.
Yeah,
Sorry.
for sure. All right, so we're going to get to the end, unless and go into the segue to the salon, if everybody's okay. So far in 1986, there's been 30 studio sessions total. I need to compare this to last year. I'll do that one day, because I think it would be interesting to see how many songs he's written by this time in 85 and 84 for that matter. And then so far there's 9 new songs, and let's see, where am I going? All right, here we go. This is what I'm sure everybody wants to talk about. I don't know if Cassandra is still with us, but the early bird tickets for Celebration were released yesterday. And first of all, I really love the graphics. I really love the number 10 in Celebration, because it's 10 years since Prince's passing. I thought that was really clever. And obviously we love Christopher Tracy. So seeing Christopher Tracy in the Celebration graphics really warmed my heart. And they are also, I guess I need to go to, hold on one second. Let's see if I can pull it. Celebration. Where is, okay. So I'm really excited. Let me share this tab instead. That they're celebrating Parade, Emancipation, Chaos and Disorder, The Rainbow Children, and 3121. So I thought that was like really incredible to see. Yeah, it's on the Paisley. If you go to Paisley Park website, because I was trying to find, like if they had any listing of what was going to be going on. So you can see with the early bird tickets, which are sold out for the VIP, which were $1,250. I'm assuming they're going to sell more, but I don't know, because we're not a part of the estate, because they have it X'd out that they're going to be $1,400 on ticket release day. So you are getting a bit of a break. And also, if you've been to 3 or more celebrations, you should have received a 20% off discount code in your email if you went to 3 or more. And what Cassandra was talking about, I didn't go to Celebration. The celebration, since Prince passed, last year's Celebration was the first celebration that I didn't go to. But supposedly, if you went to all of them since Prince passed, you were supposed to get a 50% discount. So Cassandra is saying that that's what she's still kind of haggling, is making sure that, she's getting her 50%, because it sounds like she only got 20%.
50% is a good deal, man.
Yeah, 50% is it's a great deal. In fact, I love that they're doing like discounts for people who have gone in the past. I think that's really, really good. So but the VIP sold out, and I think someone put in the chat. El Michelle said it sold out in 7 minutes. But we don't know how many were released. I'm all about numbers. Like that's the reason why I want to know numbers for how many box sets have sold. And we don't know how many VIP early bird tickets they actually sold. So that would be interesting to know. And yes,
so I'm sorry. So the VIP is sold out?
Yes, for the early bird. For the early bird. Because with the way I'm reading this, because when they do go on sale, and I don't know that's for sure, but because it's X'd out, they're going to be $1,400.
Oh,
This is just the early bird. And then for the general admission, the early bird is $700. And then when they go on, regular ticket sales, it's going to be $900. But like if you've gone before 3 or more times, and you got your 20% discount through your email. So check your email if you're planning on going. Like this 700 would now be 560, and like the VIP would have been 1,000 if you used your 20% code, and $200 is like a hotel room night. So I mean, it actually, that discount is really good in my opinion if you are gonna go. And Kim says, no celebration without sponsorship for me.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I'm with DeBar as well. I was disappointed that there's nothing for a record store day this year. But let me tell you what is a Doors release. There is always a Doors release for a record store day. And I really wish that the Prince estate would follow suit with having a Prince release for every record store day, because you know Prince has the stuff in the vault in order to do that. And okay, so Cassandra is saying they can't release them all until some of us show our receipts.
All right, so I'm glad she said that. This is gonna be different, but kind of the same. I understand what she's saying there. So I am a lifelong season ticket holder for Jackson State Athletics. So what happens is that when, say, football season, so when season tickets go on for football, the first 3 months are just for those of us who are season ticket holders. So the only people who could buy Jackson State tickets for the first 3 months they go on sale are the season ticket holders, because they need to see if all of us are going to claim our season tickets. And then once we get that 3 months, they'll then open it up. So like if you had, so Brother Dean had a seat that he had for 10 years and decided, I don't want the seat this year, at the end of those 3 months. So from what I'm hearing, what Sister Carol is saying is that they need the receipts from everybody who's going to get these discounts first. And then once that is open, they'll release it to see how many additional tickets and seatings that they'll have. That's what it sounds like they're doing to me, if that makes sense. And I hope I didn't confuse everybody with the talk. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me too, but Cassandra, let us know if that's not what you meant. So we can.
Yeah, there you go. I could have been taking that all out of context.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. So here's the deal. It is very expensive. Yes. And obviously, if you can't afford to go, you can't afford to go. But what happens is a lot of people just go to Minneapolis during that time without actually going to Celebration, because there's so many other events that are going on, and people are going to be in the city. They're going to be at Paisley Park, around Paisley Park. So you can still have a fantastic time by going to Minneapolis during this time period. And there you'll, find a lot of Prince fans, also international Prince fans. Like a lot of people come from out of the country. So if you haven't been, I highly recommend that you do. Just go to Minneapolis. Now, you can go during June, which is my preference because this is his birthday. And I know Prince didn't celebrate his birthday, but I did. I always celebrated his birthday when he was alive. I love birthdays, but they are doing something for April as well.
That's a black auntie right there. It's your birthday, ain't it? It's happy birthday.
Right.
Get this happy birthday cake. Eat this cake, boy.
That's me.
You know his parents is JW. You don't give a damn about that.
What you mean the boy can't have no Christmas? It's Christmas time. If it's Christmas time, he gonna have Christmas.
We have Christmas in this family. I don't know.
Because it's Christmas time.
Everybody had that grandmother or auntie. They're playing.
That's right.
Get them kids some gifts. just mad because you broke.
So let me see if I can find this really quick, because I don't want to give.
Hey, while you looking, I'm gonna say something about the reading. Since we done with the reading, for those of y'all who ain't got the book, y'all missing out on some really cool stuff that we not going over, because there's some inserts and some pictures and some photos and stuff. So y'all should have the book, because like Brent Proctor said, we don't read everything, but right where we left off reading, it's some really cool stuff in them pages. Pictures and notations and all this stuff. So get the book so you can read along with us, but you get all the cool stuff that we can't cover just because of time. That's it.
And may the
Mhm.
Lord add a blessing to the
There
readers,
you go.
the hearers, and the doers of this word.
All right, so I found what I was looking for. So if you're going in April, which let me share this one. There's gonna be an amazing show at the Dakota with special guest Liv Warfield, which I highly recommend. If you have never seen Liv Warfield, this is an amazing time to see her as well as go to Minneapolis. And it is going to be Urban Classics Presents Revelation, celebrating the life and legacy of Prince. And there will be 2 shows, one at 7 and one at 9. So if you want to go during, and I think Paisley Park is also doing something special for April as well. Let me see if I can find that. But again, I prefer June because it's a happier time versus, for me personally, versus going in April. So they are doing on April 21st, A Night to Remember. And there are going to be public tours open from 9 to 5. There's going to be a free event in the NPG Music Club from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's going to be a candle lighting at 4:21 and a moment of silence. And if you're interested, here are tickets here. So like, if you don't want to go to June, if you don't want to go to Celebration, perhaps you would want to go in April. So that is also an alternative. And a lot of people will be there in April as well. But as Carol is pointing out, and this is actually a really important point, that the weather is better in June, especially if you're not used to Minneapolis weather, because I was thrilled when they moved Celebration from April to June for a couple of reasons. One, I prefer celebrating Prince's birthday versus his death. That's just me. But also there was one year, I want to say it was 2018, when there was like a really bad snow blizzard in Minneapolis or something. And I remember walking over.
Yeah, the first Prince of Minneapolis. The first Prince of Minneapolis was a snow blizzard, and I had to walk to the damn place every day in the snow because I caught myself getting something close where I wouldn't have to do Uber. So I walked in the snow every day.
Yeah. So yeah. So I hope that you will go. I mean, even if you don't go this year, you got to go to Paisley Park at some point. It's so important to go there. It's a really special place. It's a sacred place. So even if you can't go for Celebration, you can always, they're doing tours at Paisley Park. So we want to support Paisley Park because my thing is, I don't want it to turn into a car dealership because they're doing a lot of building and changes around Chanhassen. So we definitely want to support and make sure that Paisley Park remains, because it takes 100 years for a building to become a landmark. And I'm hoping that eventually one day it becomes a landmark. But we will see. And yes, Tom, sometimes it snows in April, because it definitely did that particular year that Celie is talking about. All right, so I want to go back really quickly to the slideshow, if I can get it to, and kind of go through really quickly for those of you who are interested in going, what is the difference between the two, meaning general versus VIP. And and again, we're not affiliated with the estate. So, and I got this information off of the Paisley Park web. Let me see, I gotta share this again. Hold on, share. Okay, so I have the arrow where the VIP difference starts, and everything above it, except for the tour, are the same whether you do VIP or general admission. So for the VIP, you get an exclusive guided group tour at Paisley Park versus general admission. You do a walkthrough tour at Paisley Park. To be honest, I prefer a walkthrough tour. If you are a Prince head, trust me, you're gonna want your own walkthrough tour. I'll just leave it at that. If you're not a Prince head, then you might want an exclusive guided group tour at Paisley Park. And then the difference with VIP, you get a preferred seating in sections at celebration events. You get a VIP hospitality suite in downtown Minneapolis, meaning a place that you can hang out with the other VIPs. You can get an exclusive listening session, which is the only thing I care about in the VIP package. I really wish that I could just pay for the exclusive listening session because they always play unreleased Prince songs. Like that is like the heart of it. And then there's exclusive VIP merchandise. There's first access to all celebration merchandise. There's an exclusive VIP lunch, and there is a VIP gospel brunch. So those are the main differences between VIP and general admission. Now, if I remember correctly, and hopefully Cassandra is still here, I feel like, because I didn't go last year. It was the first year I didn't go. I think the VIP got 2 different exclusive unreleased Prince and concert footage versus general admission only got 1. Am I correct on that? Can someone correct me in the chat? Because I can't remember. Because like at the end of the day, the main attraction for me is Prince, and more specifically Prince Live. So number 1 on my list is Prince Live, and seeing unreleased Prince footage. That's like my number 1. And to be honest, if they just played, they don't need to have any of this other stuff. If they just play 4 hours of unreleased Prince concert footage every single day, I would be there. Like no hesitation. I would make it happen. That's just me personally. And then like the second draw for me is the exclusive listening session, but you have to pay the VIP price, and I don't have VIP money. So again, one of the things that I hope that they do, like they did last year, which was fantastic, was really close to the time of it, you could buy a single day ticket, which I thought was a really amazing thing. So hopefully they'll also, I don't know, they did this last year, so I don't know if they're going to do it this year again. I'm not affiliated with this state. I don't know. But I thought that was a really great thing to do last year, is doing the single day tickets. Because one of the single day tickets, you got the concert, and I think it was baked in with the ticket price, but I could be wrong because I didn't really pay attention because I just couldn't afford it last year because I had a lot of dental work. So let's see. And D68A is saying, yeah, that listening session is the main thing for me too. I think for me that the listening session is not the main thing though. For me, the main thing is actually the unreleased Prince concert footage. That is the main thing for me. Give me Prince live that I haven't seen. I will be there. I love the listening session too. I just wish that it wasn't tied to the VIP ticket. I think because it's just so, it's a really expensive trip if you put into the flight that you're going to have to get, as well as the hotel room, and then you got to eat and all of that. So I just feel if people are really making a concerted effort to be there, I really do think that when it comes to the main Prince stuff, that everyone should be able to experience it, because we're there for Prince. I mean, again, Prince is the main attraction. And going back to like El Michelle, and again, this is just my personal opinion. And remember, we started this conversation about high expectations. They could save a lot of money. They wouldn't have to, I don't need any panels. I don't need any live concerts. Just give me Prince live footage that I have never seen. They could save a lot of money. And I think a lot of people would come, especially if they would have, like, for instance, they're talking about, honoring all of these different eras. So like, what if they had like a parade day of concerts? What if they had, an emancipation day of concerts? I think that would be pretty cool, or after shows, or, whatever, or I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, LTKK. Yes.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
How many times have you been to Paisley, D'Angelo?
I would have to know when they started. So I think it's been 7 since he's passed, and I've gone to 6. I never went to Minneapolis while Prince was still alive because I knew I wouldn't leave. So that was like my kryptonite. I literally said I'm never going to Minneapolis, and I was dead serious because I knew like I was going to be like chasing around like when he's going to play and all this kind of stuff. And it was already stressful enough being a Prince fan. I mean, I think that's one thing that people don't understand about, and I spoke to this in that When Does podcast that I just did, so it's top of mind. I got really stressed out when I didn't get Prince tickets. I mean, like real stress.
Same. Yeah.
Like, I mean, crying tears, trying to get the tickets, you know, and it was really tough. So I think that's another reason too why I would really love just the live footage, because that was like what I live for. And I think it's important for people to see Prince live, meaning, you know, perform live, especially if they didn't have the opportunity to see Prince live. Yeah. So I think that's really, really important.
God, I went to he played San Jose State Event Center. I think it was 97. And no, it wasn't that. He played there twice. And one show I went to, I had no tickets, and I rode my motorcycle from Oakland to San Jose, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm getting in this place. And I think I was like at the door, and they were letting people in, and somebody hooked me up with something. But I remember that stress.
Yeah. Yeah, it was real. It really was.
Yeah, that's people remember these Prince concerts are the only concerts I've ever done 2 things for. One is go to the venue like 4:00 in the morning and kind of camp out. I've never done all night, but I've done 4:00 in the morning. And if you remember this, being on the phone for 2 hours with Ticketmaster. And so I had to do that because I have no idea why I thought I was doing this, but I remember the Love Symbol tour. I got on the phone and my dumb butt, and I don't know, you know, sometimes just things pop in your mind. So I got on the phone and I stayed for 2 hours and I got tickets. And then when I got the tickets, I realized, like, why did I just buy 2 tickets to New York? I'm gonna drive from Mississippi to New York. So then I had to get back on the phone a day later and stay on the phone 2 hours to get 2 tickets for Atlanta at the Fox Theater. But so I literally bought 4 tickets for the but being on the phone a total of 4 hours. And there's nothing more hurtful than you on the phone for 4 hours and that automatic voice. Yeah, tickets to Prince and the New Power Generation have just sold out. Thank you for your consideration.
What happened to the New York tickets? You got them in a case somewhere?
No, I always hate that I didn't keep tickets. My mama's twin lived in New York, and he sold them for me.
Gotcha.
My mama's twin lived in New York, so he sold them for me. But I was still like, I wasn't even thinking about flying or nothing like that, because if I was going to buy the money for ticket, I wasn't going to have a plane ticket. So I was going to have to try to drive. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But just like you said, staying on the phone for 2 hours or going. I remember the first time my stepson ever did anything like buying concert tickets, I took him with me. We left Jackson, Mississippi about 2-3 in the morning to get to Birmingham before the venue opened. And we waited out. We got there about an hour and a half before the venue opened. And I went to sleep, and my stepson had to wake me up and let me know that they were lining up. And so we ended up being third in line. And what's funny is that my stepson is in his 30s. He's a grown man with his own son, but he always brings it up like, hey, man, you remember the time you took me as a kid to Birmingham and we bought those tickets? So, yeah, that was the first time he ever bought tickets. And he and my stepdaughter, and they go to all kinds of concerts. He always says because I took him to Birmingham 4:00 in the morning to get tickets for Love for One Another.
Well, we could stay on this thing for hours, I'm sure, all 4 of us. and talk about, all these experiences, those like new, I won tickets one time, a radio show in the Bay Area by identifying 7 Prince songs played backwards, snippets played backwards.
Wow.
And I was like the dude from Car Wash. So I call in, and I was working in a warehouse at the time doing the UPS desk, and all the guys it was about 8 of us, but all of them stood around the desk and they're playing these songs backwards, and they're all looking at me like, how did you do that? And I'm like, this is pretty much all I listen to. What an experience, man. Just an experience. I've not seen anything out. Like the last time I saw Prince was March of 2016 in Oakland, and I've had no interest really. I mean, I've seen other concerts, but I'm like,
I will say, I'm glad you brought that up. It's funny when I think of all of the concerts, and y'all know me, music, I just haven't kept up with modern stuff. But somebody asked me one day, and they were being funny. They was like, well, is there really anybody living that you want to see? And I remember I had to stop him, and I was like, damn, is it? Like, because when I think of most, what's sad is probably over half of the people I've seen, like if I go back to like from being a child to now, probably over half of those people are no longer with us. And I had to think hard. Like, so people who I've seen who are still alive, who are out there, like I've seen Def Leppard, I've seen Journey, the Police broke up. And I was trying to think about people. So kind of like in that vein, it's like I'll go if it's a local show and maybe there's a local band or something opening up or something like that. But yeah, so I'm kind of like, my live experience. If the time is close, I'll go see the time. Got a great story about Monica and I were going to see the time about 2 hours away at one of the casinos. We got all the way there. We got out the car and we both looked at each other and realized neither one of us had the tickets.
Oh no.
So, and I often talk about this because my wife has this like really big faith. I'm not really a faith-based person like my wife. So we were mad at each other. We were getting ready to go back. And my wife was like, just park the car and let's just go in. I was like, it's sold out. What do you mean let's just go in? And so I go in, we standing by the line. I don't know why I'm standing there. And when I say like this older white couple, this white lady walked up to me and she said, are y'all trying to see Morris Day? And we said, yeah, but they sold out. And she reached into her pocket. She said, we bought tickets for our son and his wife, but they don't like real music. Y'all can have them if you want. And that's one of those, like, I was gonna go home, but my wife was like, "No, what? Let's not go home." And that's a bigger story. So that's another one of those cool stories you get to tell around being around Prince and Morris and the fans and what Prince and fans are like. That lady just looked at me like, dude is standing there. She just walked over and I tried to pay her, and of course she wouldn't take the money.
That's incredible.
Wow.
It really is. I want to highlight this comment because I think it's really important, and because I am with yes, I am with you. I'm jealous of anyone who witnessed the iconic Sign of the Times tour. I was waiting for that tour. It's like I wrote this to come to America, and he was over it. So I'm
still mad about it. I'm right there with you.
Yes.
In fact, I didn't know Edgar at the time, but I hated Edgar and all them over there. So Edgar, if you watch this on delay, Edgar, I hated you in 87. I didn't know you in 87, Edgar. You, who else over there? Give me some more names.
All of them, goddamn.
Youngster Prince Ball, like all
y'all. I hated you, Edgar. Just so you know, in
Pierre Nielsen or Nelson, all y'all.
Good brother Lee Christian, all of y'all. I hated all y'all.
Yes, I love this from Theo. I wasn't even alive, and I'm mad about it.
Man, Theo, listen.
Oh my
you know God. You don't know what it's like. I think it was it was some magazine. I feel like it was Rolling Stone, and they had pictures from the Sign of the Times tour in there. And it was that picture with Cat. You see the back of Cat, and Princess kind of got his arm going around like he's trying to unbutton her bra. Y'all remember that picture? Yeah. That was in the Rolling Stone. And I remember sitting, and Theo, I was downtown Seattle, with the magazine, waiting on the bus, looking through that, hot as a mother. I was like, why is this not coming? I was so pissed off. So, I mean, you can only imagine, man.
Prop Duff, cover your ears.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna remove myself.
Because this was my response when I heard we was getting the movie. A motherfucking movie. All right, you come back on, Prop Duff. That was my movie. Now, for those of y'all in the chat who never heard this story before, I went to see the movie at the regular movies. And if y'all don't know, back in the day, after the movie had its regular run, it would go to the dollar movie. If y'all remember back in the day. I saw the movie twice at the regular movie. It went to the dollar movie. And in Jackson, the dollar movie was right down the street from Jackson State. And Brother Ted, I saw Sign of the Times 60 times in 30 days. I went to the 7 o'clock and the 9 o'clock show 30 days straight. On day 15, the dude stopped charging me and my partner Rick. On day 15, the dude stopped charging us, and on day 20, he just started giving us free popcorn. He's like, you know what? Just get the damn popcorn to go. In fact, by the last 2 days, because it was a dollar movie, we would walk out and Hobo would have a sign up, just close the door lock itself. Because we were the only two fools for 30 days. So I saw Sign of the Time 60 times in 30 days. That's it.
Man, I love those live arrangements, and at the time I really didn't understand musically the difference. Like I didn't have the vocabulary to explain the differences, but though I was just like, wow, this is, if I was your girlfriend, it's just like a hair faster. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just I was mad about that as well. I would have loved to see it, but also New Orleans stopped getting. When hip hop and rap was really hot, 88 was the last time I saw Prince in New Orleans for the Love Sexy tour, and half the half the auditorium looked like it was empty. But
wow,
there was an adventure getting tickets to that concert that I will never share publicly. But my mother always found it appropriate to share with people that she thought I knew well. And I'm like, could you maybe not say that? Anyway.
All right.
All right. So I want to give thanks to the timekeeper, because I wasn't aware of this. And I think this is super cool. So Better Homes and Garden has a new rose inspired by Prince's Most Beautiful Girl in the World. It's soft pink, powerfully fragrant, blooms into fall, and is easy enough for beginner gardeners. And the reason why this is cool, proceeds support arts education through Live for Love charities, making every bloom a tribute to love and legacy. So I really love this tie-in to arts education, because that is what's missing, in my personal opinion, when they took out music and art education from a lot of the schools. So anything that will give back to music education, arts education is really, really, really cool. So thank you, timekeeper, because I didn't know about that. And I'm very excited, and I can't believe we're pretty much almost in March. So this is fast approaching, faster than I want it to be, even though I'm psyched. But I got a lot of stuff I need to do. So we will be celebrating 40 years of the Parade Tour, and Under the Cherry Moon at NYU in Brooklyn on the 18th and 19th, which is Saturday and Sunday. And on the 17th, it's going to be totally virtual through Zoom webinars and events. But Saturday and Sunday, I will be live streaming, because originally I wasn't going to live stream, but I was able to raise enough money in order to make the live stream happen. So I know some of you are happy about that. Okay, and so again, these are all the URLs that you need for the actual website, where you can see the speaker profiles and the schedule at a glance and all that jazz. Go to iwonderyou.polissolid.com if you want to know when registration opens. You can pre-register at iwonderyou40.substack.com, and also it's a great place if you just want to be kept abreast of the announcements. So go to iwonderyou40.substack.com. And if you just want to remember one URL instead of two, just go to iwonderyou.polissolid.com because there is a link to go to iwonderyou40.substack.com. And we will be in Brooklyn like we were for Erotic City 40, as well as Triple Threat 40. And we're going to be at 370J. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope that you are too. And remember, if you are coming, Law is going to give an amazing live performance in Manhattan, not Brooklyn, just so you know, on Friday, April 17th at the Cutting Room. So if you want an explosive performance, Law is really incredible. And I'm not just saying this because I know him. There are so many times I've seen Law live when I was really not having a good day, but after I left that his performance, I would feel like I'm on cloud 9, because not only is Law a musician, but he's also a dancer. He's also a singer. Like he raps, like he does it all. Like, so it's like a crazy performance. So if you want some live music in your life and you're coming to the symposium, I highly recommend that you get a ticket to see Law, and Law will be participating in the symposium. And for those of you who are going to Celebration, if you get there a little earlier, there is another Prince conference that I don't have anything to do with. In fact, I'm not even going to be participating because unfortunately I have a conflict with an NYU event. So, and I'm really bummed because I was really looking forward to participating and listening to all the other presentations. So if you're able to get to Minneapolis early, you can go to Dance On Prince Conference by the International Center for Prince Studies. And they had extended the call for proposals. I don't know if they're still accepting them or not. I don't know if Arlene knows if they're still accepting proposals, but the International Center for Prince Studies is doing that. So obviously we have a lot of people in the Prince community that really need our love, our positivity. So please send love to Troy as he unfortunately has to battle cancer again. And if you can, please contribute to his GoFundMe. Dr. Funkenberry has been dealing with cancer for a long time now, so I'm sure he needs words of encouragement, and he's really going through it. So, you know, send him a kind word, send him some positivity. If you can, contribute to his GoFundMe. The same for Addie Durant. Please, you know, send kind words, contribute to her GoFundMe. She was very pivotal to the fan audio production of Purple Rain, which was fantastic on Clubhouse. It was, I'm not affiliated with the state, but it was amazing. And you can still listen to it if you want. And also Des Dickerson has a GoFundMe. So we want to support Des as well. This is the accompanying playlist. And yes, I do have Living Doll in the accompanying playlist. I'm going to listen to that right after we get off because so I can look at Celie. So I can really listen to what Living Doll is about. I'll finally make that happen. And then what I'm really excited about, though, are these remixes from the 12-inch, which I actually didn't show, and I have. And the reason why I want to show it is because it's my favorite picture of Jill, actually, and of all her pictures. And she has some pretty amazing pictures. So I'm just going to highlight my stuff really quick. This is one of my favorite 12-inch covers of all time. This is actually the back, but as a teenager, I looked at this picture a lot because I loved how happy she appears in this picture. It really brought a lot of sunshine to my day. And I also love the typography. It says "For Love" at the bottom in purple. And I loved seeing the little heart for the O. And then this is the actual cover. And you have your "For Love" in orange. You have my beloved Jill Jones logo, which I always loved. And I don't know, it was something about this particular 12-inch cover, front and back, that I absolutely loved. And I want to say, no, okay, I was going to say something wrong. So I'm glad I checked that. I checked. Okay, so does anybody else have anything? And I love that Baby Love is also going to listen to Living Doll. Go ahead, Celie.
So I have two quick things to say. Yes, Kim, I will be at Symposium. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. And this is for, I want to end with Brother Ted and Brother Dean. And I'm about to make all the sisters mad because my wife and daughter-in-law are mad at me because I told you my grandson is an escort today for the Beauty and Bow. And my grandson came and told me, he called me Dynamite. He said, Dynamite. I said, what, man? He had the decision to make because it was 3 of his little schoolmates who wanted him to be their escort. And I told him, I said, hey, man, you keep them Stellas on the side like you should be. And my wife is mad because my grandson has been calling them Stellas. And I said, you keep them Stellas like they supposed to be. So my grandson new word for the honeys is Stellas. I'm passing it on from Graffiti Bridge. And my wife and daughter-in-law are not happy about that. But I wanted my young man to know about them Stellas. So shout out to my grandson and them Stellas that be all on him at school. That's it.
All right. I want to highlight this comment from Elder Barg because this is really important. I saw this performance of Law and Jelly Bean Johnson. They were on the same stage. I can't remember. I think it was 2 years or 3 years ago. It was an explosive performance. And what I remember about that performance is they performed Prince's I'm Yours.
Yep, I remember that.
Favorites. You remember that?
Yep.
That wasn't, it was like scorching. It was on fire.
Awesome.
And so, yeah, it was awesome. So rest in peace, Jelly Bean. It's so weird not knowing that we'll never see Jelly Bean perform again because he was really incredible that particular night. Oh, and thank you, Arlene. So for the Dance On Conference, the proposal deadline is March 2nd, if you haven't already. And Celie, I'm sure you saw this, but just in case, Kim wants you to know that your Purple Rain is Purple Handcuffs commentary from last week.
Thank you, Kim. Appreciate that.
And let's see if I don't know. I was laughing so hard that or something I missed.
The sisters tearing me up in the chat, Brother Dean, Brother Ted. Sisters tearing me up. That's all right.
Hey, don't pull me into that.
we don't know this Negro. Sisters down.
Oh my God. Okay, so Michael Dean, take us on out.
All right, man, we're a little early. Yeah. So thank you for Ted for jumping in again as usual. We appreciate and love you, brother. Celie, of course, we love you. Appreciate everything that you bring to the table. I really love when people see not only just Celie, but everybody's doing stuff outside of this, and it's always cool when you see that. You know, it's like, oh man, I know that cat. I talked to him on a Saturday or something. So this is really dope. Salute to everybody in the chat holding it down. Even salute to the knuckleheads who had to get up out of here. Hey, at least you knew about us, but next time just come right. You know what I'm saying? When you walk into somebody's house, be respectful. So let's remember
Take
that.
shoes off.
Yeah, there you go. Because if not, D'Angela will get you up out of here with the quickness. And I co-sign all of that.
Wow.
There you go. With that said, D'Angela, thank you so much. We are excited for the symposium. And work it like a job. Oh, unless I didn't say, salute to the celebration. It is expensive. I'm priced out, but I'm not mad at it. I think it's great that these tickets are selling fast because it does show that the fan base is there. There is a fan base that can afford it. And hey, salute to them. You know what I'm saying? Have a great, safe time. So we love it. Work it like a job. See you next time. Peace.
Yo.